Hello everyone and welcome back to the topic for the compound interest. In today's lecture we are going to solve some few more examples and few more related problems which are given in the modules and DPP discussions. So basically I am going to write some questions over here and we will be solving them. Starting with the example 1, let's say we have to find the compound interest on rupees 5,000 at 4% per annum for 2 years compounded annually will be is. Now we have to find the compound interest on the principal amount given is rupees 5,000 at 4% per annum and the time given over here is 2 years. So we know that for finding the compound interest we can say that principal 1 plus r upon 100 whole power n minus 1, this is the formula. The principal given over here is 5,000 into 1 plus the rate of interest is 4 upon 100 and the time will be 2. Solving this equation we will be getting the amount compound interest as rupees 408. Hence the compound interest on this case will be equals to rupees 408. Moving on to another question. Let us say we have to find the sum. A sum becomes rupees 3136 after 2 years at 12% per annum compounded annually. What is the sum? Their sum. Now in this question we have to calculate the principal. We have given here the amount which is equals to 3136 and the rate. Rate is equals to 12% and the time is given is 2 years. We know the formula for the amount which is equals to principal into 1 plus r upon 100 whole power and amount over here is 3136 which is equals to principal into 1 plus 12 upon 100 whole power 2. Solving this we will be getting the value of P as 3136 into 100 divided by 112 into 100 divided by 112. Solving this equation the value of P will be here will be rupees 2500. Hence the principal amount over here will become 2500 only. Now if I say about the fill in the blanks that compound interest is, now if you have to compare about the compound interest and the simple interest, we can always be saying that the compound interest will always be greater than or equal to the simple interest. It cannot be less than the simple interest. It might be equal to simple interest but it is always greater than or equal to the compound interest. So this is the important note. Moving on to the next question. We have to find the compound interest over here. The compound interest on rupees 8,000, or let me change it, the compound interest on rupees 3,000 for 3 years at 5% per annum compounded annually. So finding for the compound interest, we note that the formula for the compound interest is equals to principal into 1 plus the rate of interest whole power n for the time minus 1. Solving this equation we will be getting 3000 into this is going to be 105 upon 100 whole cube minus 1, which is equals to 3000 into just cancelling by 5 it will be getting as 21 upon 20 whole cube minus 1. Solving this equation you will be getting the value as 472.88. that is the compound interest for which the value 3000 for 3 years at 5% per annum. Moving on another question. Let us say we have to find a sum of money at compound interest which yields rupees 200 and 220 at the end of first and second year respectively. We have to find the rate percent. Find rate. Now in this question we have given over here is that we have invested a sum of money in which it yields rupees 200 for the first year and rupees 220 for the second year. And so we have to basically find the rate. I can say from here is that rupees 200, that is the sum of money for the first year, will become the principal for the next year. So rupees, without using another method, I can say that rupees 200 will become principal for the second year or the next year. So basically using the formula for the amount which is equals to principal into 1 plus r upon 100 whole power n. Principal we have given over here will be 220, which is equals to 200 into 1 plus r upon 100 power 1, because we have to find for the 1 year only. Solving this, we will be getting as 22 upon 20, which is equals to 1 plus r upon 100. Solving this equation, the rate of percent will be getting will be equals to as 10%. Hence, the amount over here will become, the rate over here will become 10%, and we didn't have used the formula for both the year and directly solved it. Moving on to another question, let us say the difference between compound interest and the simple interest, both are compounded annually on rupees 625 at 10% per annum for 1 year is. You have to find the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest for this year. So we know that simple interest is equals to principal into rate into time divided by 100. Solving this equation, we will be getting as 625 into 10 into 1 divided by 100, which is equals to 62.50. And the compound interest will be 625 into 1 plus rate divided by minus 1. Solving this equation, we will be getting as 62.50 also. Hence, the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest will become 0. So in this case, we can say that the simple interest and the compound interest may be same. Simple interest is equals to also 62.50, compound interest is also equals to 62.50. Hence, the difference value is equals to 0. But it cannot be less than, that is, the compound interest cannot be less than the simple interest. It might be same but not less than. Let us say another question. David borrowed rupees 1500 at 8% per annum simple interest, at 8% simple interest for 2 years, and he lent it to Tahir for 2 years at 10% per annum compounded annually. We have to find the David's profit. So basically what David over here has done is that he borrowed the money at the simple interest. He borrowed some amount at the simple interest, and further he lent the same amount at the compound interest. So in the transaction between over there, he finally making some profit over there. That is, the compound interest is always greater than the simple interest. So he will be making the profit over here. So we have to find the David profit. So first of all, we will calculate the simple interest which is David is going to pay, that is principal into rate into time divided by 100. Principal over here is, that is 1500. The rate over there is 8% for the time 2 year. Solving this equation, you will be getting the simple interest is equals to rupees 240. If I have to calculate the compound interest we will be first of all, let us calculate the amount also. Then the amount David we will be paying is 1500 plus 240, which is equals to as 1740. Now calculating the compound interest, which is equals to principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 whole power n minus 1. Solving this and substituting the value over there, you will be getting the compound interest is equals to 1500, 1 plus rate at which is given is 10%, for 2 years minus 1. Solving this equation, you will be getting as 315 rupees. Here amount David will be taking as, or he will be getting as 1500 plus 315, which is going to be equal to 1815. Hence, if I say about the David profit, that the profit David will be making, David's profit will be equals to 1815 minus 1740, which is going to be equal to David's profit, which is going to be equal to 75 rupees only. Hence, in the whole transaction between the simple interest and the compound interest, the David's profit will be equals to the 75 rupees only. Moving on to another example, let us say a sum of money at compound interest amounts to thrice itself in 3 years. In how many years will it become 9 times? Money which invested at a compound interest thrice itself in 3 years. That is the amount. If the principal amount is x, then the amount will become 3x in 3 years at some rate of interest. We have to find out at the same rate of interest when it will, in how many years will it become in the 9 times of itself. So first of all, we are going to solve for the 3 years. That is, let us say over here that the principal amount, let P is equals to x. Then for the thrice, that is in 3 years, if I say about the time that is 3 years, amount will be equals to 3x. So basically, using the formula for the amount, which is equals to principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 whole power n, that is 3. Solving this equation, we will be getting the rate of interest, or I can say that 3 will be equals to 1 plus r upon 100 whole power 3. Calculating for the 9 years, that is time is, time we have to calculate over here, and for the 9 times of itself, that is amount should become 9x. Then 9x will be equals to the principal amount over here will become x into 1 plus r upon 100 whole power n, because you have to calculate the value of n. Solving this, we will be getting 9 into 1 plus r upon 100 whole power n. Now substituting the value from there, we can say that, or I can say that 9 is equals to 3 square, which is equals to 1 plus r upon 100 whole power n. Value of 3 I can substitute from there, 1 plus r upon 100 whole power 3 square, that is it will become 6, which is equals to 1 plus r upon 100 whole power n. When the bases are equal, the power also equal, therefore n is equals to 6. Hence the time for which the same amount of money will become 9 times of itself will be equals to 6 years. So this is the simpler problem in which we have given that some amount of money is becoming thrice of itself in some years, and we have to calculate when it will become 9 times. Let's see another question. In what time will a sum of rupees 800 at 5% per annum compound interest amounts to rupees 882? Now, this is the simple question in which we have given the compound interest. If we have to calculate the time, we have given over rate and everything. So amount is equals to this. Solving this equation, in the amount principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 whole power n, because you have to calculate the value of n, that is the time. Solving this, 882 divided by 800, which is equals to 105 upon 100 whole power n. You can say that 441 upon 400 is equals to 21 divided by 20 whole power n. 441 is 21 divided by 20 whole square will be equals to 21 divided by 20 whole power n. When the base are equal, the powers are also equal, hence the n is equals to 2 years. That is, after 2 years, this amount will become 882, 800 will become 882 at 5% per annum. Let us see another question. In the next question, we have given over here is we have to find the compound interest for rupees 8192 for 1.5 years, which is at 12.5% per annum, and the interest is compounded half yearly. The interest is compounded half yearly. So we know that at the half yearly pattern, the rate is going to be r upon 200 and the time will be equals to 2 into n. So basically using the compound interest formula, which is principal into 1 plus r upon 200 whole power 2n, which is equals to compound interest, you have to calculate for the amount 8192 1 plus 25 divided by 12 to 24, 24 plus 25 divided by 200, 25 divided by 2, and it will become 400 whole power 2 into 3 by 2, which is going to go. This will become 8192 into 1 plus 25 divided by 400, it will become whole power 3. Solving this equation, we have to calculate the compound interest also. So minus 1. Solving this equation, you will be getting as compound interest will be equals to rupees 1634 only. I have already solved over there, so you can easily solve. You will be getting the compound interest as 1634. Let us see some another example which have been combed over the various types of Olympiads before. Let us see a certain sum invested at compound interest becomes rupees 6500 after a period of 6 years and rupees 7800 after a further period of 2 more years. Now we have to find the amount due after the further period of 2 more years. Now in this question, we have given over here is the first of all the principal is that is 6500, in which the it is invested for a 6 years, and after further period of 2 more years the principal will become 7800. In this question we have to find the amount which is after 2 more years. So basically first of all we are going to find the rate percent in which the amount has been investing. So we can say that first of all the amount is rupees 6500, which is equals to principal into 1 plus, let us say rate is r upon 100 for, and it is for 6 years, and the same amount is for 7800 also, which is equals to principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 whole power, it will become 6 plus 2, that is 8 years. Let us say this is the equation 1 and this is the equation 2. When we divide the equation 2 divided by equation 1, I can say that 78 divided by 65 will become 1 plus r upon 100, 8 minus 6 will become 2. Solving this equation, you will be getting the rate as 9.54%. Hence the rate at which this amount is being invested, which is equals to 9.54%. We have to find the amount due after further period of 2 more years. So basically for further period of 2 more years, the amount will become 7800, 6500 will be the principal into 1 plus rate upon 100 whole square. Using this, you can calculate the 1 plus r upon 100 whole square, which is equals to 6 divided by 5. For further period of 2 more years, amount will be equals to 7800. This is going to the principal, 1 plus rate upon 100 whole square, which is equals to 7800. Substituting the value over here, it will become 6 upon 5, which is equals to 9360. Hence the amount for this time, for the further period of 2 more years, will becomes 9360 only. This the previous question has come already in Aryabhat 2009. Let us see some another example which have come over in the IMO 2011 batch. A sum of money invested at compound interest amounts to rupees 800 in 3 years and to rupees 840 in 4 years. We have to find the rate. So basically in this question we have given here the amount which is invested for a 3 years, that is 800. So solving this, you will be getting as 800 is equals to principal 1 plus r upon 100 whole power 3, and the same amount 840 will be equals to principal 1 plus r upon 100 for power 4. When you divide the equation this, let us say this is the equation 1, this is the equation 2. Equation 2 divided by equation 1, you will be getting as 84 divided by 80, which is equals to 1 plus r upon 100. 4 minus 3 will become 1. Calculating this over here, we can say that rate percent which you are going to find will be equals to this 5%. This question was come in the IMO 2011. Let us see another question. This is the same question which have come in the IMO 2011. We have given here is the difference between the compound interest and the simple interest for 3 years at 20% per annum is rupees 152. So what is the principal lent in each case? So in this question we have given over is the difference between the compound interest and simple interest for 3 years at 20% per annum, which is equals to 152. So basically compound interest minus simple interest will become 152. Putting the value over here, that is principal is 1. This is the compound interest minus simple interest will become 20 into 3 divided by 100, which is equals to 152. Solving this equation, you will be getting the value of P from here, that is principal will be equals to rupees 1187.50. So this is also the same question which have come in the IMO 2011. Moving on to another example, this has come in the Aryabhat exam for the 2012 batch. The compound interest on a certain sum for 2 years at 10% per annum is rupees 525. We have to find the simple interest on same sum for double the time at half the rate percent per annum. So now basically in this question we have given over here is that this compound interest on a certain sum, that is for 2 years at 10% per annum, is given as rupees 525. We have to find the simple interest for the double the time, that is for the 4 years. So basically in this question, this is the question in the Aryabhat 2012 exam. We know the formula for the compound interest, which is equals to principal into, we don't know the amount invested, we have to calculate also principal into rate of interest, that is 10% on a whole square, divided by for a time of 2 years minus 1. Using the compound interest over here is 525 principal into 1. Solving this, you will be getting as 110 divided by 100 whole square minus 1. The principal amount will become over here is rupees 2500. Now we have to calculate the simple interest also for the same amount. That is, the simple interest will become principal into rate into time divided by 100. The principal amount will become equals to 2500 into rate, that is we have to calculate the rate percent, which is equals to the 5%, half of the rate percent, and time will become the twice, that is 2 into 4 divided by 100, which is equals to, you will be getting the solving this, you will be getting rupees 500 only. Hence the simple interest for the for this condition, this type of condition, you will be getting as rupees 500. This was the question that is comes in Aryabhat 2012. Let us see another question. This was one of the question that has come in the IMO 2012 batch. We have given a tree increases annually by 1/8 of its height. By how much will it increases after 2 years if it stands today? (64 centimeter high). So this is the question of the compound interest, in which the principal amount continuously changes. If the principal amount doesn't change, then it will become the simple interest. But here, when the height is for 64 centimeter, after each year it gradually increases at the 1/8 centimeter. Therefore, after 1 year it will change as it will be getting after 64. Then the principal amount will again change, and the principal amount will again change. So calculating directly height after 2 year, height after 2 year, we will be getting as the principal amount is 64 into the rate of interest over here is 1 plus 1/8. This is going to be the for first year. For the next year, again we will multiply it by 1 plus 1/8. Solving this equation, you will be getting the height is 81 centimeter. Hence, after 2 years, the height will become 81 centimeter, and the first year it will was at the first before the first year it was 64 centimeter only. Let us see the example. We have given the value of a machine which depreciates every year at rate of 10% on its value at the beginning of that year. We have given over here is the present value of the machine is rupees 729 only. That is, its worth is 3 years ago. Its worth was 3 years ago. We have to find the current situation. So now in this question, this is a question for the growth and the depreciation, which we have been studied over the last lecture. In the last lecture, we have studied that the present value is equals to 729, and we have invested for the, let us say the amount is equals to P, or the in which the principal was given. and for the 3 years it depreciates every 10%. That is, for the first year it depreciates the value as 10%, second year also 10, third year also 10. So simply we can substitute over here 1 minus 10 upon 100, 1 minus 10 upon 100, and again 1 minus 10 upon 100. So this is the case for the depreciation. Solving this, you will be getting the principal amount, which is equals to amount that is invested is rupees 1000. Hence, for the 1000 amount, after every year, that is the rate after getting the depreciation 10%, you will be getting at 729 only. So now in this lecture we have covered almost the various types of questions which have been covering over the Olympiads in the IMO and the Aryabhat also. Previously we have studied that we have to calculate the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest and the various types of other formulas.